One of my clients wants to know about vampires. He wants to know if vampires are real. I'm a very serious person. I don't play games. The truth is, vampires are real. There are some vampires out there. Yes, I know this personally. A real vampire is not likely going to tell you ever that that's what they are. And they're not allergic to the sun either. Vampires do exist. I'm an occultist. I've been studying the occult since I was a little kid. There are all kinds of things I'm aware of that you wouldn't believe. You would not believe. I understand the deep, dark shadows. I understand what goes bump in the night. Better than you do, probably. But I don't take that for granted. Who knows what you know? Who knows what people know? I understand that. And I take it seriously. I happen to know about vampires. Okay? The lores are true. The stories are true. Vampires are taken very serious by certain civilizations. Called all of them. Every civilization, there's people who take vampires seriously. In Europe, vampires are known to be true, to be real. Vampires are no joke. They do exist. So the answer is yes to my client. Vampires do exist. However, you have to understand that vampires don't actually have vulnerabilities, but it seems like they do sometimes. I'll go into it. Might as well. Vampires are actually invincible, one way or the other. They can't be taken down. They just won't be. They are protected beings. They protect themselves. They're very intelligent. They're not that intelligent. They're smart, is what it is. They're not more intelligent than you think. They aren't even not more intelligent than humans. But that's not that intelligent, is my point. What's interesting about a vampire is that you can see a vampire in your mind's eye and understand that they're not a vampire. And you can understand that they're not a human, but that they're not a vampire either. That they're a person who isn't normal in some way. But they're not normal in every way, is what's actually going on. But people don't know what normal is. They brush shoulders with people of all kinds all the time, and you don't know who you're brushing shoulders with. There's a lot of abnormal people in society, and vampires are one of the kind of abnormal people that can't tell you that they're a vampire. So you don't know who you're interested in, because vampires are not interested in being in jail. Okay? They're not interested in going to jail or prison and living their life out as a vampire there. So I'm not saying they haven't been there. They're just not interested in going there and they end up eventually finding a life for themselves, one way or the other. So the law isn't going to be too kind to vampires. So you have to understand that a vampire has higher level intelligence over humans and has the ability to blend in ways humans can't even blend in. They can seem so normal and so not normal simultaneously. A vampire is a very real being, and you have to understand that when something's real, it has real needs and wants. And vampires have no needs, but they have wants. And they don't need anything, actually. They can keep on living without food even, probably. So what's interesting about a vampire is nobody knows anything about vampires.